why these nights need to happen. This is I would call this hip hop alumni, like authentic hip hop alumni. This need to happen. Like for me to see the Locks and to see Chic and Styles looking great. I'm a big fan of that Jada Kiss Cafe, that coffee, all the different things that they're doing. To see how amazing Billy and Fame look at this stage in their career. I mean, you talk about 30 years of just having a great career. The ups and the downs of the career, and then going through everything else, and to see them Locks together, Bill and Fame together, like it never left. It really makes me feel good. This is, I would call this an alumni, like if we went to college and then we all got together again. Every time we get together, we should. And this is just another get together. Right. You know, and because what we're gonna do here is we're making a staple. You saw Steve Riffin come through. Steve Riffin is an old friend of mine. Wasn't always a friend. We would knuckle up, you know, and now we've all grown up and we're all good friends. And I love that about this thing of ours called hip hop, you know.
Look at you. Who the fuck are you, bro? You just
I switch it up. I'm a magician. I'm a genius.
You look sharp, brother. You look sharp. What's up, man?
How you doing, man? Looking good, man.
Likewise, man. How you been?
I'm good, man. They're chilling.
Yeah, what they doing? They doing an interview?
They're wrapping that up, man. You know, just coming out here just to.
Yeah.
This, I was telling
my nigga Billy. I see him on the camera. But Billy be calling me, he be in the little mountains and shit. He be stuck out there in the mountains. He want to call and bother me.
See, when we talk about royalty, this hip hop royalty. I was talking about how it's an alumni when we get together.
No
like even if a brother could be over here, he could be over here, but when you see him, you know how much you love him. You know that he's been through this whole thing that we've been doing. And it's a beautiful thing.
And we all still happy to be here. You know
happy,
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
We're trying to teach that young generation how to embrace each other and love each other, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's a reunion every time we come around.
Every time, man.
It feels good to touch the stage and see my guys like this backstage, and this is how we used to do in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
The shit was really grimy and healthy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We loved each other, we showed love to each other, we respected each other, no disrespectful shit, no clown shit, but just all love and all for the culture and keeping shit raw, authentic, you know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of the block a little bit.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the block. It reminds me just out here chilling, like, you know, like even they were like, yo, we're backstage. Nah, we out here chilling, man. Just look, I ain't got I got a little speaker out here. I'd have been blasting music, hanging out, chilling.
I got my speaker in my knapsack right
there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaker in the knapsack, dog.
We throwing music on.
We might not hear what's in there. We're going to bump our shit right here.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man. Those moments in hip-hop, that's the moments that you really care about, man. Because it's authentic. And everybody, I love seeing authentic dudes that was actually there. So when I don't got to talk to him, but he know already. So you know what I'm saying? I see him, he know what it is.
We ain't really got too much proof like we got today.
Right.
We ain't had these phones. We didn't have videographers like how we got that today. Like, you know what I mean? It was just straight the raw shit in there. And we was happy and fortunate if somebody did catch it. If it was a source camera around or somebody taking some pictures, but it was just to get up, us getting out the streets, man, and doing something else.
I know Caesar can say this, one of the best experiences we had was working with him, being in the studio, hearing that for the first time. And like the records that you hear now that are classics, you seeing them, you in the studio while they making them. And that to me was you see the genius of some of these brothers out here, the genius of Big, the genius of Jay, the genius of these artists that you see them with their pen sitting there writing it down and you watching them, whatever their energy is, and they go in there hitting the booth for the first time. Like watching M.O.P work for the first time in the studio to me was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. To see them do things that I've never seen before and they didn't know they was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, we don't know what we did. We got to look back and go, oh shit.
Right. You just to y'all was just like you just recording.
Yeah.
But it was the way they recorded. They ad libs. So I used to when I saw that one time, I always wanted to know how they do that, like how they knew to come in on cue. Say this word with this word. I was like, their shit was just so in sync.
You know what I'm saying?
So grimy though. It was raw though. When you heard it, it sounded like they meant every word they were saying. Right. That's how it sounded. But Billy rapped and they rapped. It was like he sounded like he mean that shit.
Yeah. I know. I used to set up one mic in one corner of the studio in the booth, and set up another mic in the corner of the booth, and they would just go, and it was like they didn't practice it. It was already there.
Jesus. My nigga. Looking all good right here, looking young. Holding the year, man. Getting younger and younger by the year, bro.
You too.
Yo, I saw you already, bro. Come here, dog. What's up? I was seeing prank calling you and shit sitting down there like,
I saw you, nigga. I hit you back. What's up? What's going on with you?
baby?
How you, brother?
Good to see you,
Hey,
man.
you too, man. You good?
How you good?